Yeah. Week 9, National Football League. Yo, straight lit today. Fights galore. Big things jumping off in Tampa Bay. Fists flying. Oh my God, what a day in the National Football League. Not only in Tampa, but oh man, Jalen Ramsey getting the UFC style chokeout from a Bengals football player. And woo, stuff was just off the hook today. Fights everywhere. San Francisco 49ers. Carlos Hyde getting involved in some action. He got tossed out the game with a couple of other football players, so it was a crazy day. But here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Carolina Panthers 20, Falcons 17, Colts 20, Texans 14, Jaguars 23, Bengals 7, Saints 30, Buccaneers 10, Rams 51, Giants 17, Eagles 51, Broncos 23, Titans 23-20 over the Ravens. The Redskins 17-14 over the Seahawks. Great ending to that game. Great ending. Probably one of the best you'll see all season. Great game, Redskins. Cardinals 20, 49ers 10. Chiefs get blown out by the Cowboys 28-17. And we had some Sunday night action. The Raiders against the Dolphins. Don't quite have a score on that one just yet. And Monday Night Football, the Lions versus the Packers. We will have the results for that game. Ladies and gentlemen, it was a wild day today. A lot of fights over the National Football League, and I wish I could begin to tell you who's going to get fined and who's going to get suspended, but I'm sure the list is very long, and it's an exclusive list today. Carlos Hyde will probably be on that list. I don't know if Jalen Ramsey will be on that list, as well as the Bengals football player that he was tangling with, but they may have a little bit of money taken out of their wallets. Their wallets might be a little bit light for that incident today. It started as a normal play in the Jacksonville against Cincinnati game, and it appeared that Jalen Ramsey shoved down the Bengals player, and he didn't appreciate it very much. They got up and they got the party started. They started going backward and forth, and next thing you know, Jalen Ramsey's in this headlock, this UFC style headlock that was applied by a Bengals football player. And I look up at the action a few moments later, and I see Tampa Bay, and they got fisticuffs going. Then San Francisco, so maybe it's the holiday season. Hell, who knows? But folks getting it in. They ain't playing all these early Christmas gifts. And sadly, this Christmas season, somebody's wallet's going to be a little bit lighter, have a little bit less money to spend. But anyway, that is week 9 of the National Football League. Who knows what's going to happen next week, what's going to go on. But the way they're going at it now, I can only imagine what the playoffs are going to be like in weeks to come. That's going to be crazy. But today, a wild day in the National Football League. And oh yes, I must gloat. How about them Redskins? Yeah, we pulled that thing out. That was nice, wasn't it? But still, hats off to the Seahawks. Y'all did y'all thing. Y'all kept it close, and y'all gave us a great game like you always do. Hats off to them bad boys in Seattle, but my Skins pulled it out. Dallas looking impressive today. They pretty much ran it up on Kansas City. They did their thing. And, whoa, Philadelphia Eagles. Good grief. So many great things I can say about that team. The turnaround, the offense and defensive progression I've seen, the maturity on that football team. Everybody's coming together. Carlton Wentz ain't taking no stuff off nobody. He's just cocking his arm back and just throwing at will, not even caring. I mean, this kid bad. He's bad. He ain't been in the NFL all that long, but he's got potential. He's got talent, and an unlimited amount of talent, might I add. Very bright future for that young man, as well as the Philadelphia Eagles organization. Looking down my list here, I'm looking at the score for the Rams versus Giants, and it was 51-17. And let me just say this right here. I am surprised that the Giants owner has let the coach stick around this long. Maybe he's going to get a pink slip at the end of the year, or maybe if they lose another game, who knows? But this is getting crazy. And as an owner, I'm starting to wonder, have the players just lost interest? Do they not respect their coach anymore? Is it that they don't want to play? Something is going on in New York, and it's not good. The owner needs to investigate it. He needs to look at it, and he needs to find out what's going on. I wish I knew more about it, but I don't, so I got to leave that piece where it is. San Francisco, they're another team I'm concerned about. The same thing I just said about the Giants. Somebody's really going to need to have a talk with the players, the coach, the staff. It's not looking good for San Francisco. It's deplorable out there. It stinks out there. Somebody has got to do something to salvage this season. They've got to turn it around. This is probably the worst I've ever seen them play. I don't know what to say. Hell. Whew. I know 49ers fans are suffering, and they're tired of suffering. They've had injuries, banged up bodies, and they're just looking for a turnaround. So keep your head up, 49er fans. Keep your head up. Don't give up. Support your team. But other than that, great games all around today. WWF action today in the National Football League. And as I said, you have to stick around and see what happens next week. So for the Total Havoc Sports Show, I am your host, Jared Vines. And like we always do about this time, peace.